Hello, welcome back to another episode of Staycation, Ronkonkoma. I am your host, Ashley.
And I am your host, Danny. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Sorry if you hear the dryer in the background.
Yeah.
We closed the door. Sorry if you hear the cats banging on the door.
They're not happy.
No.
We should have less distractions and less interruptions this episode, though, because the cats are locked out of the room. Just saying.
They're locked out of, every room right now.
They are.
Welcome back. It's officially September.
It is.
Sad or no sad?
It should cool off a little bit. That'd be nice.
That's
been fucking
good.
hot outside.
Yeah, last week was fucking high 90s.
Yeah. We had a lot of outdoor activities last week, too, so...
Yeah, I think it reached 100 a couple days.
On Thursday.
On my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My truck was not happy with that.
Yeah. But this week is into the 80s. And then I think next week we're even seeing 70s.
That's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice.
That's nice.
I'm excited for that.
Especially at night, it gets really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's September. Our birthdays are over.
Yeah, they were fun, though.
But it was a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
It was. Yeah, a lot. I was hoping... It kind of went slow, I guess. We did a lot.
We did a lot in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I was in charge of planning, so I think I got a little creative.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, he wanted to come up with ideas for my birthday, because it was a big one.
Ashley turned 30.
Shh.
And she said,
Shame.
Ashley turned 30. Rude. And she basically told me, I don't really care what we do, just plan something.
Yeah,
because Ashley's always in charge of planning. She's really good at it, so I just let her do her thing. But she did not want to do her thing for her own birthday this year, so...
Yeah, for once.
Yeah.
But it was so nice. Danny came up with an amazing idea. He came up with different, activity ideas and wrote them on little pieces of paper and put them in a hat. It was so cute. And on the morning, Wednesday morning.
Yeah, Wednesday morning.
He let me pick the activities for that day. And then the next day, and it was so cute.
Yeah.
It was a great idea. Well, to rewind a little bit, now that it's not a surprise anymore, I went back to Long Island for a couple days.
Yeah.
Just a couple days, just me, sadly.
I had other obligations here, unfortunately.
Are you talking about the cats?
No. Well, yes. The cats were one obligation. Basically, we haven't really... The house was kind of not vacant, but we weren't really in it the first couple months we owned it. But this time around, now we have cats that live here, and
Far away from your mic.
Basically with the cats, and I didn't have time off of work, and there was there's some stuff going on around here. May or may not have been a couple truck shows that I went to, and I did not have the time to go home, so I stayed here and I took care of the cats. Went to a couple truck shows. It was really productive. Whenever Ashley leaves me, I always say I'm gonna get a million things done, and I got a couple things done. I dropped her off I dropped her off at the airport in Nashville, and on the way home I hit a truck show. It was great. Perfect timing.
Very productive.
It was a little hot out, but I got to walk around with all the trucks. No rush. Just hanging around and chilling all day. And then I washed my truck. It was great. And then the next day, I was hanging out with a couple friends, and we went to another truck show, but a mini truck show this time, and just hung around and, you know, stuff like that. Then I went back to work on Monday like I had to. I had to go to work.
At least the cats got fed.
The cats got fed. They got plenty of pictures taken of them. I walked around just like Ashley, and I was like, Jovi Jobs, the big belly. You know, like Ashley talks to the cats all day long. I didn't talk to them all day long, but I kind of impersonated her a little bit, so the cats didn't feel like they were missing her as much.
They weren't happy that I wasn't here.
Yeah.
So let it be known that this is only like the second time ever that I left you, quote unquote. Yeah.
Last time I was like, oh, I'm gonna get so many things done and be so productive. I got sick. I was sick as a dog. Still went to work, but I just went to work and I went home and went to sleep.
It was this time 2 years ago?
Probably.
Yeah. This time 2 years ago, I went to visit my best friend in California. Again, only a couple days.
And I got sick, so I got nothing done.
Yeah, so all those productive plans didn't get done.
This time, I got things done.
This time, literally a very, very quick weekend trip. I didn't tell many people at all that I was coming to visit because it was a very quick trip. And that's the only reason. Not that I wouldn't want to see anybody and everybody, but it just wasn't feasible for me to do in 2.5 days.
Basically 2.5 days, yeah.
Yeah.
So I dropped you off on Saturday and picked you up on Tuesday.
Yeah. So I just saw my immediate family, Danny's parents. A couple friends came by that night. Oh, well, that night I'm talking about. Sunday. But, yeah, I was like, I'll be at my parents' house if anybody wants to come by.
Yeah.
That's all. But next time we go for a visit, Danny will be with me. And that's what I said too. I'm like, Danny's not with me this time. Like, everybody really wants to see him, so what do I need to go see anybody for?
That's not true. People want to see you too. Allegedly, I'm supposed to be with you next time, but we'll see what happens with work.
Yes, you are.
I can't make any promises as of yet.
It's been approved.
Just saying, things might change.
No. So, yeah. So I went for a quick visit, got some food. I was just concerned about getting a couple good food items and seeing my family, and then I was out. That was about it.
You saw your family, you saw my parents, you saw the friends, you got the food.
Couple friends, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed out. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it this time.
It was, yeah. It's never going to be as enjoyable without you there. It's not the same, but it was nice to see the people I saw, and it was weird. Like, this was my first time going to Long Island as a visitor.
Yeah.
Like literally not living there anymore, and it was my longest time away from Long Island too.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be away even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It didn't really feel like it though. Like once I was there, you feel like you never left.
Right back into the groove.
Yeah, it's not any different.
Well, it's because it was a short time still.
Yeah.
Once you're like gone for months or years, then you go back and you're like, where the fuck did everything go?
Yeah. Things are changing all the time.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So yeah, got back Tuesday. But yeah, I pretty much always take off the last week of August from work, like into Labor Day. Excuse me. I always plan that, vacation time, whether we do something or not. So I planned that. And then me and Danny took off the end of the week so we could do some stuff together here.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. We lucked out on the weather for the most part, besides it being so fucking hot.
it was quite hot, and then also at the end of the week,
The weekend.
it was like, all right, it's supposed to rain every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck. But
Yeah.
it still turned out well. We made the best of it with the time we had. And like I said, it was a lot of outdoor activities, but we made it work. We dealt with the heat. We tried to get up earlier and start the day and get some activities done before it got too hot out, because for some reason down here, I don't know what it is with this weather, it's like the hottest point in the day between 2 and 5 p.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 4 p.m. is really hot.
It's fucking ridiculous. I don't understand how that happens, but
yeah. Yeah. So it was better to get things done earlier in the day, because then also the sun doesn't set until like 8:30 right now ish. So what?
it's like 8:30 and the sun's pretty much set.
Yeah, you can still see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like it's either you do stuff earlier in the morning or you wait until 8-ish at night.
Right. Past couple times I mowed the lawn, it's usually been right before sunset.
Yeah, it's the best time.
Yeah.
Do you get bit by mosquitoes at that point though?
When you were away and I was home mowing the lawn, I got completely attacked by mosquitoes when I was mowing the backyard.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
because I was so productive when you weren't here. Just saying, throwing that in there.
You mowed the lawn. Good job.
Yep. Got a lot of stuff done, guys.
I think you would have done that if I was here. Just saying.
Don't be that person.
But good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just say thanks and move on, okay?
I said
Thanks.
thank you. So when I got back Tuesday, we pretty much just came home, and because I was 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
At the airport. So.
Also, hold your horses here.
So.
Just want to say, there was a little bit of an argument at the airport. Because there was a miscommunication here, all right? So, I've never picked up passengers from this airport before.
No?
No. I was always the passenger getting a rental car and leaving. I never went and picked anybody up. Dropping you off at the airport, no problemo. But apparently picking her up from the airport.
I got lost.
Somebody, let's just say somebody here.
Me.
Not me.
Me.
Went to the wrong exit at the airport, and she was standing in the rideshare section for like Uber, Lyft, and whatever.
Limos
and buses and fucking taxis. And then she's getting upset with me. Granted, it's hot out. It's very hot out. But she's getting mad at me because I can't find her. Because I'm pulling up to the arrivals section where I thought with any common sense that's where she should be. But no. And then we have the app where she can see where I am and I can see where she is, but I'm trying to drive around in a circle because I can't stop because I'm at a fucking airport. I can't stop unless I'm picking somebody else up.
Like, look at the app. Look, find me.
I'm fucking driving. But there's also no signs at the national airport for fucking rideshare.
Yeah, see, that was my confusion because I'm like, I'm seeing dozens and dozens of Ubers and Lyfts, and they're all pulling in here from somewhere.
Yeah, because they know where to fucking go.
I'm like, just follow the Uber. I don't know what to tell you.
I could just follow the fucking Uber. No, I can't.
You know, if you see a bus or a limo pulling in, follow them.
There were 0 limos or buses pulling in at this point in time. I stopped and pulled up to somebody. I'm like, hey, excuse me? Where is the rideshare section? They're like, oh, go to valet. I'm like, what the fuck?
There was signs for that.
There were signs for valet. And then I still went to the valet section and I went to the wrong side. So I went to the wrong area again through a fucking construction zone. I'm like, can I even pull in here? I have no idea.
That's where I originally came out, I think.
Yeah. The wrong door.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I can't. I got off the plane. I followed the signs. All I saw was like baggage claim, ground transportation. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that looks like an exit. Just following the crowd of people towards the exit.
She went to the wrong area.
Once I reached the outside, I saw the construction. And I was like, well, he's not going to be able to get in here. There's construction.
I did.
So I just kept following the crowd of people, which led me underground pretty much to like a parking garage looking thing.
Yeah.
And I saw the signs for the rideshare and the Ubers and like the pickup sections. So I'm like, all right, well, let me call Danny.
And she's looking at the
See
app.
where
She's like,
he's
"You're
at."
right next to me."
Yeah, I'm like, you're literally on top of me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So would you circle like 3 times?
Yes.
And then finally I was like, I'm just going to go back to where I was. Because he's like, did you see a hotel? I'm like, yes, I saw the hotel. That's where I came out of the door. It was like a Hilton or something.
I don't fucking know.
So I'm like, and at this point, like you said, it was, I think it was above 100 in Nashville.
Yeah.
So I went back like up to where I came out of while I'm still on the phone with Danny, and all of a sudden he's like, hello, right in front of you. And he's just pulled over on this random sidewalk.
The only car over there in the construction zone.
The only car. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did we end up... I really don't know what happened.
You went to
don't.
rideshare instead of
Not on
arrivals.
purpose. There's no sign that says I arrived. I did my job. I arrived. There was no other.
You did your job and you arrived and made it difficult for me to come get you. And then gave me a hard time for it.
I didn't. I was trying not to. You were a little snippy with me. But you just follow the signs. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
There's no signs for rideshare.
There was.
Go to the Nashville airport and look for the signs that say rideshare.
We're going to do it one day just to see.
Fuck, we are.
I mean, we're bound to have to pick somebody up from Nashville one day.
Yeah.
Danny's going to book a flight home just to test it out and make me come pick him up and see how I do.
You picked your mom up from the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Was she in the ground transportation rideshare or was she at arrivals? Ask your mom how she did that.
No, I found her just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I can't even blame it on like it wasn't even an early flight. Like it wasn't a late flight.
It was like midday.
It was midday. I was fine. Apparently I was not fine, but I don't know. I have zero explanation. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We've gotten past it. I just had to bring that up because
Yeah, it was a little rough start to our vacation.
a little bit.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. Like, how can't you find me? It's like, how can't you find me? Like, where are you? Where are you?
I'm at arrivals.
I was not.
No.
So there was that.
But moving on.
So then we headed home. Stopped for dinner. That was that. We didn't do anything that day. That was it.
No, yeah.
That was the whole day. And then Wednesday we woke up. Danny had me pick an activity out of the hat, which was jet skis on the lake.
Yep. That was fun.
That was so much fun. It was so nice. Really big lake. I wouldn't say. I wonder what size it is compared to Lake George.
I'm not sure, but
we did rent jet skis in Lake George one time.
Yeah.
That was the only other time we did it, which was also very nice. Yeah, this lake was big.
We were looking for the dam, and we never found it.
No, we did not.
We had the jet skis for about an hour and a half out there. And I topped mine out at like 40 miles an hour. It was fun.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I got up to 30.
I had to keep like looking back and turning around. Like, still back there?
I was just cruising. I'm too much of a scaredy cat to go too fast.
All or nothing.
At first, like when I first, because this was only my second time doing jet skis. So like at first, I'm doing like 8 miles an hour. Like that's it.
Nah. All or nothing.
Until I get a little more comfortable, and then I got up to 20. I was like, all right. And then, we got up to the big section where it was like wide open. There was like no boats or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I can let loose a little more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I got up to 30.
Life hack. Go rent jet skis on a Wednesday in the middle of, like, after...
When school starts?
After school starts, go on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
No one else on the lake. Have a blast.
It was amazing. I think we were there only 2 jet skis out.
Yeah.
There was another group or two doing a pontoon boat.
Yeah, there's a couple
rental.
pontoon boats out, but...
Yeah, it was so nice. Like, we both got sunburn, but it felt really nice being out there.
Yeah, it wasn't too hot yet because we went pretty, like, midday.
Yeah, it was like noon.
And the water was refreshing, so the water wasn't too cold, not too hot.
Yeah, it was nice. I don't think I would ever do jet skis in the ocean. You wouldn't catch me out there on a jet ski. No, thank you.
With the big waves?
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. The big waves and the big creatures. Mm-mm. There's creatures in that ocean that are bigger than that jet ski.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Granted,
I don't know what's in the lake either. I don't want to know.
You're not going to have a whale coming out and breaching
Exactly.
and taking you out, but...
There's no whales in the lake or sharks.
That we know of.
I hope not. But there's fucking snakes and shit that I don't want to think about.
The movie Lake Placid with, I think it was alligator, crocodile? I don't know. I just remember the fucking gator was the size of like a 53-foot flat deck trailer at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Fuck that. What's that movie with the, is it a lake with like the burning lava or like the acid or whatever? And the family goes in like a little boat.
Dante's Peak?
Yes. What is that?
That was a volcano.
The volcano?
Yeah. And the motor died.
Yeah.
So like grandma got out and pushed the boat the rest of the way and like burned and died. And,
oh my god.
Yeah, I just killed the movie. Sorry, guys.
That movie like
that was like a 90s movie anyway.
Creeped me out when I saw that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an extreme case. Though.
Yeah, that won't be happening here.
Not very common.
No. Where does that take place?
I couldn't tell you. I'm surprised I remember the name of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I knew what you were talking about from...
I know. I wasn't sure if you were going to know, and then it would have been ruined.
It's alright.
I'm just going to look it up.
But yeah. The jet skis were a lot of fun, though.
They were a lot of fun.
Oh, making noise here. Sorry.
And, wow. Dante's Peak takes place in the Bitterroot Mountains, part of Western Rockies in Idaho.
Fucking Idaho?
Huh.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So yeah, nowhere near there. Yeah, it was really nice. A couple times I like stuck my foot in the water just to like feel it, and then I was like, I don't know what's in there. I'm just gonna stay on my jet ski.
There was one time I took a sharp turn and rolled it over, but...
Yeah, Danny was being wild with the waves. There were no waves, but...
No, I was just jumping the wake that you were leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, I would get nervous being behind you with the little waves. I was like, maybe not. But you're actually more likely to flip the jet ski when you're going slower. Do you know that?
That's what almost happened to me.
Yeah, it's less stable that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was doing like 30, I'm like, this feels very stable. And then as soon as you slow down, you're like, ooh, a little wavy.
Yeah, I was doing like a really sharp turn, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoop, almost went over. Flooded out the one side. But then once you floor it again, like, or not floor it, like once you go full throttle.
Floor it?
It just, all the water just gets sent off the back of it, so you're cool. Just a little shout out here. One of Ashley's brothers kind of said something about me always cracking open a can during the podcast. So today I have a bottled beverage instead of a can.
Still making noise.
No, barely anything here.
Barely anything. Yeah, Danny's notorious for cracking the cans.
Usually it's a Coke Zero, but not today. Today it's a lemon lime hydration drink. I'm not going to say the brand.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, yeah.
Yeah, the jet ski rental place, they're very nice. They send you out just on your own.
Yeah.
No, like, tour guide or anything.
You have to watch a video before you leave with said jet ski and sign waivers.
Right. A little, like, safety video. Yeah, but they tell you, like, if you do flip it over, this is how you flip it back over.
Right.
And if it doesn't start, don't, just call them and...
Right.
Yeah.
No waterproof containers on the jet ski, so if you flip it, hope your phone's water resistant.
Right.
We had waterproof bags, though, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we had the little pouches for our phones. And then they had like a glove box on the top of them.
Yeah.
And then they had like a bigger section that have fire extinguisher or something.
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, they give you everything that you need and all the instructions, and then they're like, all right, be back at this time and have fun.
Yeah. They also say if you have to watch the movie, excuse me, because if you don't, there'll be questions, like a test when you get there. And if you answer the questions wrong, we just filled out the answers, and I don't even think she looked. She just saw we wrote something down, and that was it. But either way.
Yeah, it's just some kind of like liability thing.
Exactly. We got the temporary boater's licenses too, so that was pretty cool.
Right, yeah.
I think they expire same day, but I don't know.
Yeah. We had to keep them on us.
Yeah.
Also in our waterproof pouches. They did say that if you don't have like a baggie or something, they will provide you one if you ask.
I'm pretty sure for a cost.
Probably. It's not cheap to do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was definitely cool though.
That was a lot of fun. So yeah, we did that, and then what? We just came back, took showers, whatever, and went to a dinner show.
Yeah. Living close enough to the touristy area over here, there's a lot of dinner shows and options for activities. But we went to Paula Dean's Lumberjack Feud. And you get there, they give you dinner, and then you get a show. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. It was definitely cool, though. We there's a bunch of different ones. We went to, like I said, Paula Dean's, and it was awesome. Just like lumberjack games, basically. Yeah,
it was cool. You sit in the stands. It was really hot at that point still, and it was outside. At least it was in the shade, and they had like big fans going. I was like sweating just watching these guys perform.
Yeah.
Because they were in the sun, and they're fucking chopping wood and like running, and I was like, oh god. But then at the end, they like went in a pool, and I was like, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hot. There was a good amount of people there, surprisingly.
Yeah, it was pretty busy.
It was, Wednesday night. But again, it's like the touristy area, so I'm sure it gets even more packed than that.
There was actually, we got front row seats, basically. Because the seats were open. We walk up, Ashley asked the guy sitting there, she's like, oh, is there anybody sitting here? Are these seats taken? He's like, no, have a seat. Like 5 minutes later, this bitch looks over. She's like, excuse me, ma'am, my cousin is going to sit there.
I just looked at her. I'm like, that's good for your cousin, but I'm not moving.
Right. Like, we're nice people and all, but like she asked the guy that was a part of their group also.
Yeah,
and
they
he's
were
like,
all
no.
together.
Yeah, he's like, no, have a seat, no problem. Then she's like, oh, never mind, my cousin got a seat in the handicap section. Never mind, it's okay.
Yeah.
Bitch, we weren't moving anyway.
Like, okay, cool, good for them.
It's like after like 2 minutes, we were there for a solid 5 minutes. Like after 2 minutes, like that, we're here now.
Yeah,
The seats already started filling up and everything else too. Like, no.
Yeah. Again, I asked the guy. It's not like there was like something on the seat like saving the spot.
Right.
Like,
no bags or whatever. Or
yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
But the food they gave you was pretty good too. It was like a
it was pulled pork
kind of thing.
Mac and cheese, cherry cobbler.
There was like a bean salad kind of thing.
Yeah. Baked beans. It was good.
A roll.
Yeah.
And then they give you cups and there's unlimited refills until intermission.
Right.
And they have like a little snack stand too and a little gift shop. They take your picture if you want your picture. That was cute.
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was also during like the whole story of like what's going on, like why they're doing what they're doing for the lumberjack feud. It was a whole backstory about like Colonel Townsend and back in the day when they were cutting down trees in the Smoky Mountains and everything else. Like, it was a whole big history lesson too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
it was like a story with it.
I thought it was awesome. And like I said, there's more dinner shows there too, like around the area.
Yeah, there's all different. There's like a murder mystery one too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, there's all different.
There's a pirate one. There's a Hatfield McCoy. There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah. And it was, like an hour and a half?
Hour and a half exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
And then, we did that.
That was Wednesday.
Then Thursday was your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And there was more options in the hat. So she picked go searching for bears. And Skyland Ranch. So the whole searching for bears thing is because when we first moved down here and I started working down here, I had a little run-in with a bear after a couple months. I'm pretty sure I told the story on here already, but
yeah.
I've also, since then, I've crossed paths with another bear in Gatlinburg, but I was in the truck this time. It wasn't like next to me type of deal.
Not on foot.
Yeah, I was not on foot. But I saw another bear out in public. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And I told Ashley, she's like, I want to see a bear, like a live bear in person.
Yeah.
So I kept that in mind, and then I threw that in a hat for options. And I was like, if we're going to go see bears, though, we got to leave like really early in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Before all the tourists start coming out.
Yeah, before people start coming out and town gets busy. So we got into Gatlinburg at like 5:30, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 5:30 in the morning.
And we drive.
Like before the sun came up.
Yeah, it was still very dark out.
Well, before the sun came up.
We go down the parkway. We go into the national forest. We basically go to We're a couple miles short of the North Carolina state line.
Yeah, literally.
And
We're like brights are on. There's nobody on the road, really.
Yeah.
Brights are on. Like, we're looking in the fucking woods.
we don't see a damn thing.
Literally nothing. 0 animals.
Yeah. Stop at an overlook. Saw 0 animals. Saw nothing.
I think we saw like 1 deer
Right.
at some point.
Yeah.
Pulling in. That was it.
Yeah. So we get, like I said, a couple miles short of the North Carolina state line. Turn around.
The sun started coming up at that point.
Yeah. So we turn back around. We're heading back into Gatlinburg, and then I'm going down the road. I'm like, all right, this will take us back out to the main strip. So I stop, I back up, and I go down to like the back road. And
yeah, Danny's like, because we're going down the strip again, and he's like, you know what? Let's go a little bit off the beaten path.
Right. So we're like 1 block off the main strip now. And sure enough, going down the road and a fucking bear crosses across the street right in front of us.
Yeah, we're sitting at a traffic light, and we're like looking around still, and all of a sudden I just look right in front of us. I'm like, it's just walking across the street.
Like he fucking owns the place.
I was like, no way.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a massive bear, not like Papa Bear. This was like...
No, but it was big.
It was big enough.
Yeah.
But it was like a big, like an older bear cub, I want to say. It was like not full-size black bear or brown bear?
It was a black bear.
Black bear, yeah. So, I don't even think they have brown bears over here. I think they're all black bears. Either way. Just trotting along, just checking out the local dumpster at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And all the garbage containers and dumpsters, they're all like bear resistant around here.
Yeah. And that's what we kept looking at. Like, we're like, look near the dumpsters.
Right. Sure enough, there he was.
Yeah, it was so cute.
So I pulled into the parking lot, not to pet the bear this time, just to get a better picture or video of the bear. And
yeah, I got a video, but like couldn't even see its face or anything. I just got like its butt basically, because it went behind the dumpster. And then once we pulled in, it kind of ran away. We weren't even that close to it.
No,
they get spooked very easily.
Then someone pulls into the parking lot and parks on the side of the building where the bear just ran back there. We're like, oh, watch out, there's a bear.
Yeah.
But they look like they go there all the time. So might be their building. I don't know. But that was the only bear we saw that day. So we wound up, called it quits, saw 1 bear, and that was it.
Yeah.
Went and got breakfast at a breakfast buffet, which was actually really good too.
Yeah. What was it Reagan's?
Reagan's, yeah.
House of
Pancakes.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw, I think I shared the meme with you, like, a couple weeks ago. I don't know. But when we saw the bear, I was like, why? Wait, what is it? Why friend-shaped if not friend?
Yeah.
Why friend-shaped? Yeah, so we got breakfast. No more bears. And then we headed, is that a word?
Yeah.
Headed up to Skyland Ranch.
Well, we had some time to kill because they weren't open yet.
Oh, yeah. So we tried to see more bears.
So there's a general store that has bear feedings. But we got there too early. We could not feed the bear at the time. We tried.
Yeah.
But then after that, we went to the Skyline Ranch. We were like one of the first people there. Mm-hmm. Skyline Ranch is awesome. I've been there a couple times to deliver there, never to actually be a, what's the word I'm looking for, a patron of the place. But you ride a ski lift up the mountain, and then there's miniature animals. Like there's rabbits, goats, sheep, alpacas, pigs, and cows. And then there was actually like goats on the mountain too. When you're taking the ski lift up, you just look down, you see random goats walk around all over the mountain. It's pretty cool.
They're like in the wild, but like the ranch, like they feed them and stuff too.
Yeah.
but they just roam freely on the mountain.
Yeah.
It's so cute because the goats love climbing things,
Yes.
and they climb that fucking mountain.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with goats down here. Because even, remember when we were at Mini Nats in Maggie Valley? They were going on about the goats up on the mountain. And sure enough, if you take your camera on your phone, and you zoom in far enough, like close enough, I guess you could say, you could see there's like 4 goats just standing on the mountain staring at the show going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like cats. They like being high up.
Yeah.
That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, they had some live music up there at the ranch.
And they had a little show.
Yeah.
You had a rough crowd.
Yeah, it was... it was like... They weren't open for that long yet.
Yeah.
Like, there weren't that many people there. Like, it was a lot of, like, older people.
Right.
They just were hanging out. Like, this guy wanted to, like, get people riled up, and...
He was trying.
Everybody was just kind of hanging.
His show was good. It's just no one was really interested in, like...
Well, I don't think it...
Feedback.
Yeah. I don't think they were, like, not interested. It just... Some people don't want to be like, woo!
Right.
Like, they just want to watch.
Yeah, it's like 10:30 in the morning. It's hot out. And this guy's like, give me a yeehaw or a woo. And no one was really feeling it.
Yeah.
But his show was good. He was doing, like, he was cracking whips and doing lassos and gun twirling and stuff like that. It was awesome. But it's just like, Ashley and I were the only ones, like, trying to woo for him. Or, like, give him some kind of feedback. But, you know, it was cool. It was definitely interesting. And the thing is, we were going to go check out the Sky Bridge that they have over there, but it was closed because they're still, like, doing construction on it or something like that.
Yeah.
They have also a mountain coaster. But we're walking over to the bridge, and this guy with a banjo just comes over to us, and he's, like, plucking the strings there. But he's like, oh, we're about to start a show over here. Go check it out. I'm like, all right, kind of conned us into it.
Yeah.
And then this guy with his banjo, we're getting on the ski lift to head back down the mountain. You just hear him plucking on the banjo. He's like, oh, we got a live show start on, actually, right about now. If you guys want to come back up. I'm like, we're already heading down, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really persistent.
Yeah. Direct enough that we got the hint that he really wanted us to come back, but not pushy. But the good thing is also at Skyline Ranch is that our wristbands, they were good for like 3 days, they said.
Yeah, that's nice.
You can go up and down the ski lift as many times as you want in 3 days. Mm-hmm. You want to come back for sunset, you know, you're more than welcome to. Dinner time or this and that. You know, it's really cool. It's I feel like it's still up and coming.
Yeah, they're still building on it. Like it's you could tell everything is like brand new.
Right.
So and it's pretty small. Like when we went up to like Anakeesta, like that's like a little village up there.
Right. But
this is like, I don't know, it reminds me of that, but like smaller scale.
Much smaller scale, yeah.
Yeah. But it's really cute. They even have like food trucks up there. Right?
Yeah. They have food trucks up there. They had the bakery up there and like the soda fountain, I guess you could say, and like the store, like the outpost, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Hats and shirts and toys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the real focus they were trying to push was the mountain coaster. Are you going to go for a ride on a mountain coaster today? I'm like, no, not today. Like, well, if you want to come back, you can.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like we got lights on it at night. And it looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can get like a bundled deal too with like the ticket.
Yeah.
But yeah, it said it was like over 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
I'd definitely consider doing it again. Well, going there to do it. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just really tall and coasters usually don't mix well.
Yeah, but it looks like there's not much restriction there. Because if it could sit 2 people.
Yeah.
So like you should have plenty of room for your legs. There's nothing like over the top because you wear like a seatbelt kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then your legs are, you just put them. I don't know. We'd have to try it.
Yeah. I'm going to try it out. I'll let you guys know what happens.
Yeah. And we also, wait, I'm drawing a blank. What do we do after that? Well, we went home at the hottest point of the day.
Yeah.
Because that was the day that it was like 100.
Yeah. Well, before that, we went to the apple orchard.
Oh, yeah. Before, on our way. Well, it wasn't on our way, but
Yeah.
before we came back home.
Right.
Went to the apple orchard.
We weren't really there too long. That's more of like a... It wasn't really apple picking. It was more like like a general store type deal. Or like a farmer's market.
Farmer's market, yeah.
And,
yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, like jams, jellies, like apples, and just a bunch of different produce and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Really good fried apple pie.
Yeah.
But,
it looks like a giant apple empanada.
Exactly. Yeah. Those are good too. I had one of those also while working back when I first came down here, and then I told Ash about it. We finally got to go. But all day the truck was basically fine until that point. For some reason, my truck does not like Ashley.
No, it absolutely does not.
She went to start it. It started and stalled. Just fell on its face.
Yeah.
But
that's what I get for touching the key.
Luckily, that's all fixed now, though. I had to rebuild the fuel filter head, but I did that the other night. That was fun. Never done that before. The hardest part of that whole thing was those fucking hose clamps. They're spring-loaded hose clamps. Those are miserable to try and get. There's not a lot of room under the hood there, and that was my problem. But either way, that's all fixed now. But Friday was my birthday.
But wait. After we came home Thursday.
Uh-huh.
That was all the activities for the day. We got them done early. And then we tried an Italian restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
On my birthday.
Yes, we did.
Danny was skeptical. I mean, I was skeptical,
we were
too.
both very skeptical.
Yeah, it's Italian in Tennessee. You don't do that. So, but we finally did.
We did.
I did my research, and this place seemed like it was pretty promising. So we tried it. It was very nice. It was very cute inside. It was like, I don't even know how to describe the decor, but it was cool. It was yeah, it was cool. But yeah, it was pretty good. What would you like give it?
It's tough.
And given, I think we've said this before, like they don't do vodka sauce down here. And we all know how much Danny loves his vodka sauce.
I did have vodka sauce down here one time at the pizzeria.
Yes.
We got a chicken parm vodka pie, and it was absolutely incredible for Tennessee standards.
Right. I wouldn't say it was like...
It was
good for here.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, most places here, they don't do vodka sauce. So...
It's hard to find anybody that does anything besides spaghetti, really.
Yeah. So Danny had to get chicken parm, regular chicken parm with spaghetti.
Yeah. And it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I would definitely go back and get it again. It was good for Tennessee standards. It's like there's a slide of scale here. It's like if this place was in New York, I wouldn't say it's my favorite place ever.
Yeah.
But because of the location that we're in, it's like I said, it's a slide of scale. It's
you gotta lower your standards a little bit.
It was good. It was definitely like homemade type.
Right. It wasn't like a chain. Like
it wasn't frozen chicken. It wasn't Tyson breaded chicken cutlets that they just reheated. They you could tell they actually made the chicken in the back.
Yeah.
But it It was good for here. I would say for it being my first Italian meal down here, I can't really judge it against anything else besides pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and trying to find. We're still on a search for really good pizza. I feel like Paleo's is still my favorite.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find much better.
But it's between Paleo's and Giboni's, and Giboni's is the one that's like Long Island inspired or Long Island. Whatever.
Yeah, we tried the other one.
El Didio's or whatever it is. Yeah, that one was okay.
That was alright.
It was alright.
Yeah, I'm not expecting like to find New York pizza down here. Like you're just not.
Yeah, just don't get your hopes up and you'll be fine.
So yeah, like they're all gonna try, but it's never gonna be the same.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've had people ask me like, "What's really the difference?" I'm like, I can't tell you. It's just magical.
I know. I had somebody. It's pretty insulting this one time. They were like, "Oh, New York pizza, like, isn't it just like pizza but like more greasy?" And I'm like,
"Shut your whore mouth."
Get the fuck out. What?
Yeah.
No. Like you can't explain it. Like people will say like, "Oh, it's the dough or it's the sauce." Like, yeah, but like
it's everything.
It's just it's the combination of it all, and yeah.
It's the dough, it's the sauce, it's the atmosphere of the pizzeria itself. It's the not Italian people making the food in the back. They're not Italian back there. Don't let it fool you. The Italians might be in the front.
Yeah.
Working a counter. In the back, they're not Italian. No.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so good. I don't know.
It is.
Call it however you want to see it, but I'm telling you, it's...
Yeah.
The Primos are putting in work back there.
Nothing like it. So, yeah, we did Italian on my birthday. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh, I got the chicken marsala. That's what I got. A little sweeter than I like it, but some places just make it like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was definitely on the sweeter side.
They also started with bread with butter and oil.
Oh, that was so good.
That was really good. I'll say that.
It was like a French bread.
Yes.
Thing. And yeah, the oil mixture that they give you.
That was really good.
Because they don't just give you oil.
No.
It had like garlic in it. It had like peppers. Like
some places just give you oil.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are you doing? What is this?
Yeah. No, it was good.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even need the butter. Like I could just use that oil.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, moving on to your birthday.
Are we running out of time here?
A little bit, but...
All right, I'm just going to speed through my birthday real quick because my birthday wasn't the big one to celebrate this year. It was Ashley's birthday. But on my birthday...
It was still your birthday.
It was still my birthday. And I've been wanting to try this restaurant for like years. Mm-hmm. 4 years. It's a chain. Don't get at me for that. But it's this place called Quaker Steak and Lube. It's an automotive, obviously, themed chain. It's like wings and burgers and whatever else. But
yeah,
the thing is,
it's not a adult place with steak.
What are you trying to say?
Steak and lube. I don't know. It sounds weird. So yeah, it's automotive.
There's fucking race cars outside. Okay.
I know. I was there.
Outside on the awning, there's a couple of race cars, and then inside, there's a fucking F1 car hanging from the ceiling. There's a motorcycles going around in circles. There was a lift with a Corvette Stingray on it. Like, it's a fucking awesome restaurant. Okay,
but yeah, it's like a NASCAR museum with
not just NASCAR.
I said car / NASCAR motorcycle, like car museum type thing.
There's a lot of memorabilia. Yes. Yeah. And so I've been wanting to go to this place for years. And when we were coming down to Tennessee, we passed one in Virginia. I'm like, oh, we should stop, but we couldn't stop ever. So I saw that there was one in Pigeon Forge. So we finally got to go for my birthday. That's where I wanted to get lunch for my birthday. Mm-hmm. So we went there. And the food was good.
It was good. And their menu, like, their food items are all, like, named after car things.
Automotive themed, yeah.
Yeah, like the onion rings, they call them O-rings.
And the mozzarella sticks were like mozzarella stick shifters or whatever. I don't know.
Mozzarella stick shifters.
It's a little funny. I think they're based out of Ohio. That's where they started. But like the bar stools all had license plates on the back of them. And like I said, it's
that was cool.
Automotive theme through and through. And we finally got to go. The food was delicious. Funny enough, the next day I saw that a couple of my friends were on a motorcycle trip, and they also went to a Quaker Steak and Lube. The one in Virginia that I wanted to go to originally, but either way, they went without me. But it's fine. I don't have a motorcycle anyway, so I wasn't invited. Sick invite, guys. But also, funny. Moving on. After Quaker Steak and Lube, we went back to the house for a little bit, and then, we went to a couple antique shops too. And like antique or just like auction places, like, I don't know, secondhand stores, whatever you want to call them. There's a bunch of them over there.
Like country market.
Yeah. I may or may not have put a poll out. There was a Citgo gas station light up sign. There wasn't even full size in working order. And I think it was so expensive they didn't have a price tag on it. But I put a poll on Snapchat and I said, I need a poll if I should get this. Comment capital yes or no, lowercase. Only yes answers. Only yes answers will be accepted. Everyone said yes. But
I wonder why.
I said that would look perfect in the shop on the back wall. Like you open the doors and you just see Citgo across. Like that'd be fucking dope. But
I thought, wasn't it like $4,000?
No. The gas pumps were like $4,000.
Wow.
So I can only imagine how much a fucking light up sign would be. But there was a awesome like gas station memorabilia. I don't know why. I just like old gas pumps and stuff. Like I'm a automotive person through and through. I know this, but what am I gonna fucking do with that?
Oh, the air.
Oh yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
What the fuck is it called?
It's like an air compressor or air pump or whatever.
Yeah. Like very old school, but like the thing that you fill your tires with.
Yeah.
The machine.
They had a... Go ahead.
Yeah. They had one of those, like a full size, and then they had another one that was like just the top.
Yeah. It was just I don't think it had a base to that one, but either way, there was an older air pump in the store, and it had a price tag on it for like $400. And yeah, I took a picture of it and I was like, I feel like in my childhood my dad had one of these at the shop. I'm almost positive. I think it was this. Took a picture of it, sent it to my dad. I'm like, Dad, didn't you have one of these at the shop? And he replied back, he's like, nope, never had one. And then I realized the picture never went through. It was the last picture I sent him. So it went through again. He's like, oh yeah, we have one just like that. Your grandfather took it. But he was like, there's only one difference. Like instead of a black turn dial, it was like a silver spin knob on the side of it. But basically, the silver spin? No, the one that we had at the shop, it had a silver crank handle on it. The one at the store was a black turn knob.
Oh, well, the full-size one had the silver crank on it.
Okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I played with it. That was like the $3,000 one.
Gotcha.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Because you spin the little handle and then it changes the PSI.
Oh. I didn't see that one.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, either way, it's like I haven't seen that air pump in I can't tell you how many years, but I just saw it instantly and it came back in my head. I'm like, wait, we definitely have one of these at the shop. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we have one just like it, except for that difference. I'm like, oh wow, that's insane. But
yeah, those are cool.
So we walked around that store, and I'm like, I can't really afford anything in here, but everything is cool, and I'd take one of each, please.
Yeah. We left spending about $3.
Yeah. Like all the old school like gas station signage or like batteries or tires or just any, like oil, just all those old random signs. I'm like, this will look so cool just to dress up my garage. But I don't have
one day
thousands of dollars to waste on stuff like that right now. But either way, moving on to the main event of my birthday, besides Quaker Steak and Lube. Friday night, I said, my activity, we're going to the drag strip. I'm not a big racing person, per se. I enjoy going and watching. I'm not going to go and participate at all. I don't have anything fast. I can't have anything fast, so let's get myself in trouble. But there's a drag strip not far from our house. And the local diesel shop that has worked on my truck in the past was hosting diesel days. I'm like, let's fucking go. So we did. And it was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot more trucks racing because they said diesel only. That didn't stand at all, really. There was maybe like 6 diesel trucks running, maybe 8 at the most.
Yeah, it was definitely more other.
There was a lot of gas vehicles, and there was like 1 motorcycle, and funny enough, 1 moped. They called him Evil Knievel Jr.
Yeah.
I think he topped out at like 40 miles an hour.
I think he got to like 43.
43?
Yeah.
He was like really crouching down though.
Yeah.
The motorcycle, he's a professional motorcycle drag racer. He was hitting
like 130.
Like 130, and it was an 8th mile track. I want to say like low 5s, 5 seconds.
Just over 5 seconds.
Yeah, fucking wild. But then there was also...
It's making me nervous. He kept going and like trying to beat his time. I was like, just stop.
He was beating his time every time too.
It's making me so nervous.
That thing was loud.
That was so loud.
There was also that Chevy Silverado. No front clip. Just engine and front suspension. And he was hitting pretty low numbers too.
Yeah.
But, excuse me, there was a bunch of, there was like I said, like 8 or maybe 9 diesel trucks. I don't remember. If you count that little Nissan Dually at the end.
That went nowhere.
43 miles an hour also. A little Nissan Dually pickup, like 80s square body. Running against a Chrysler Imperial. There wasn't even a race. The Nissan didn't have a chance. I think I even said that in my Snapchat. I said Nissan didn't have a chance. But he went down the track one time. It was funny. It was also an old Chevy Love gas engine, though. I think it was pretty sick. But we were there for a good while.
Yeah.
It got darker out, so it cooled off a little bit. The wild thing is that right across the street from the drag strip, there's like 2 houses.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is loud. And you're right across the street from it, but you got the best view because it was like up on a hill. They also had a sheep.
They had a sheep.
One of the houses across the street had a sheep out in the front yard.
They had a sheep. I thought it was a dog at first. Then I'm like, wait a minute. It's out there like eating the grass. Look at the ears.
Long floppy ears.
It's a sheep.
And then also at the drag strip, there was a dog. I don't know whose dog it was, but it looked pretty happy.
Yeah.
And muddy. It was like a white Great Pyrenees.
Yeah.
Just walking around.
Just looking for somebody to pet it.
Yeah. I called it up to come up to... It didn't want to come up. I tried to go down, but it was gone already. But it came back around later, and I didn't get my chance to pet it, but I'm sure I'll go back. And if the dog is there this time, I'll be ready to pet it.
Yeah. It looked like it sat in a puddle of mud.
Yeah.
Cute.
But yeah, it was definitely like, I want to feel like homegrown, grassroots, drag strip, like locals.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a local spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to people watch at those places too.
It was a interesting crowd.
Yeah.
But
I like watching not watching, but I like seeing the like the little kids that go with their big earmuffs.
Yeah.
And they get all excited.
Then they try to take the earmuffs off, and the parents are like, no, put them back on.
Yeah.
So loud, put them back on.
I know, I'm like, I want earmuffs.
Yeah, it gets pretty fucking loud over
Some
there.
of them, yeah.
But it was definitely awesome. It wasn't as many diesels as I was expecting, like I said, but that's okay. It was still an awesome time. I'm happy we went. It worked out time-wise. They also, the event went from Friday night into Saturday, basically all day, but we only went on Friday. But it was still cool. It was definitely awesome. Excuse me.
Not overnight. Right?
No, not overnight. It was like from 5 to 9 on Friday, then it started up again at 11 on Saturday.
So how come we didn't go Saturday?
It was hot.
Oh.
We went Friday night because it was cooler. Yeah. And then Saturday, I wound up fixing my truck.
Later at night.
Yeah.
And it rained.
Yeah. Perks having a garage, though. A garage I could fit my dually in.
Yeah.
But,
And now we're back. It was a great vacation.
I went back to work today on Labor Day. Cool.
I don't know what you're talking about. Today's September 3rd, so.
No.
Danny never takes into consideration the listeners.
They know that we record these the night before.
Sometimes.
Oh, I forgot my spiel, so let's do it in the middle of the episode.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening, guys. As always,
We'll catch you next time.
we can catch you next time after my spiel of new episodes drop on Tuesdays on all your major podcast platforms, on Wednesday on YouTube at some point, whenever YouTube decides. And yeah, we're on Instagram, most active on Instagram, at Staycation Ronkonkoma. Any questions, comments, concerns, at Ashley or at Danny on Instagram. And that's all I'm going to give you this time because I wanted to give it a quick spiel.
Spiel.
Who's fucking?
Who's fucking?
Oh, wait, hold on. It's been a pleasure, guys. We'll talk to you next time. Who's fucking?
Goodbye.